making body in the organisation, which oversees the work of the Students' Union with particular responsibility for its financial sustainability and practice, charity and legal compliance and strategic direction.
I'm Rowan, and I'm joined by Jan Ogonowski, who's running for Student Trustee. So first of all, could you introduce yourself, why you're running, and your experience for the role?
Hi. Yes, I'm Jan. I'm running for the position of Student Trustee because I've first heard of this role when I saw the election rules. And I thought this can't be something as important without me knowing, without most people knowing what it actually is. So what I want to do is I want to popularise the role, and I want to make sure people actually take an interest.
You say in your manifesto that it's all about trust. So I want to ask, why should students trust you more than other candidates?
I think that in my role as International Societies representative on the Societies Committee, I've shown that I can work in the students' best interest, and I hope to continue that by working, if elected, as Student Trustee, and just making sure everything's run smoothly, and I can show that everything is done well.
You also say that you want to listen to students and student voices. How would you engage with the student body to make sure you hear those voices?
Yes, I thought if an important decision is made by the trustee board, we don't even hear about it. And what if one of our trustees actually told us about this vote and about this decision being made, and perhaps ask if it's a controversial decision, maybe ask for students' opinion on social media, perhaps through the newspapers, through the radio, through the television. I mean, I think there's so much to use.
So how do you think you would build this trust if you were elected Student Trustee?
Well, I think it's just by working hard and making sure people can know what I'm doing in my office, and by telling the students that I'm supposed to represent about the decisions that are being made, and about the important ones especially, and asking for their opinions.
I just wanted to touch on one other thing, which is in your manifesto you say that you have no personal bias, but do you think it's important to recognise that we all have unconscious biases at least?
We definitely do. What I meant by this is that I do not have any major bias that will impact how I think about the students' community, and would allow me to look at it from a more impartial perspective. I mean, I know I'm repeating my own words, but it's just about making sure I can be another person to say what the others are trying to say, but they can't.
You also mentioned earlier on that you weren't quite aware of the position, at least initially, and were quite surprised by that. So do you see a key part of your role, if you were elected Student Trustee, as making sure people know you're there and about what you do? Yes,
I think I only learned about the role when the election was announced. I'm a second-year student, so I thought I should probably have heard of it before. I think student trustees should take an active interest and should show themselves and should show that their union is run in a certain way, because some people might not realise that not only the SABs make the decision.
Okay, you've got this final 30 seconds. Very quickly, why do you think people should vote for you?
I think I'm a candidate as good as any, but what I'm trying to offer here is my time, my experience in working with you, Sue, and I'm trying to give all I can, and just allowing you to trust me.
Thank you very much, Jan, for joining us. We now go over to Studio Blue for our next interview.
Thanks, Will. We're actually going to go down to the green room, and Beth and Claudia